Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's day is off to a great start. I'm thankful to be in the land of the living this morning. I'm thankful to be amongst the living this morning. I'm thankful that God woke me up and gave me another chance. I got a word for y'all today. If you sow seeds of iniquity, you will reap a harvest of suffering. A lot of times we will look at God and say, why did God allow this to happen? We look at God and we blame him whenever things don't work out for us. But here's the thing that we fail to take into account. God told us not to do the things, most of the things that got us in the mess that we're in. God's word already told us not to do those things, right? And then we choose to do them anyway. And then when we choose to do them anyway, and we choose to be disobedient when things don't work out for us, then we look at God and say, why did God allow this to happen? Y'all, it comes a point in time where we have to hold ourselves accountable for the role that we have played in the messes that we have made by being disobedient. We can't blame God for the results of us being disobedient. We have to take accountability and look at ourselves and say, okay, we made a decision to do things that God's word clearly told us not to do. And when we make decisions and we choose to be disobedient, we're also choosing the harvest of that, which is suffering, right? Psalms 107, the 17th verse says this: some became fools through their rebellious ways and suffered affliction because of their iniquities. Some suffered affliction because of their iniquities. Not because God was angry with them, not because God wanted bad things to happen to them, not because God turned a cold shoulder to them. They suffered affliction because of their iniquities. It is very important for us to hold ourselves accountable. It's very important for us to look at the role that we played and the things that didn't work out for us. It's important for us to look at what we did wrong. And why is that so important? So as we move forward and as God begins to work with us and transform us into new creatures, transform us into new beings, transform our minds and give us new mindsets, right? As God does those things for us, it's important for us to realize what we did wrong before. Why? So we don't make the same mistakes again. That's the importance of holding yourself accountable and looking at the role that you played and the harvest of suffering that you have gone through in your life. Look at what we did, right, to bring the suffering on ourselves. So as we move forward, we don't make the same mistakes again. I love y'all. I'm Grace Amber. I'll be right back on tomorrow.